And this has been a busy, beautifully packed year, month, week. And so we're going to try to start stick to as much as we can the power hour, which we have been doing well with that. So today we are joined by the Arts, Culture, and Leadership, or some of the Arts, Culture, and Leadership Committee members as we get the end of the year together. I am pulling up the agenda for today, but we're still going to start in the same way that we do start. And that is everybody, what's in your calabash? We start with what's in your calabash? What is going on with you? We'll have arts, culture, and leadership with us. Maybe not even for the first 30 minutes, but we'll get to that as well. But we're starting, I'm pulling up the agenda. What's in the calabash? What's in your calabash? And even the students, you can answer that question. How you doing? How you doing? What they say is the saying is what you put in your calabash determines what you would drink or what you choose to carry. So we say, what is in your calabash? How are ya? How ya feeling? This is a general check-in. Who would like to start first? Who would like to start first? What's in your calabash? No one wants to start?
Hello, everyone. I am I'm doing well. I'm overjoyed at how wonderful our scholars did last night. Our Melanin Matters scholars, our AP scholars. It was so much fun to watch and to listen to everyone and their presentations. Um, they just did a tremendous job. So I'm super excited about that. And in my calabash right now, I am we are moving on from that. We have done a number of things, including a science fair this year. And I'm currently just trying to do an email campaign to set up my email campaign part of marketing and working on getting that out. So that's what I'm doing now.
I love it. Please
Yes.
send us any video or clips so we can shout you out from the science fair. Anything that you can share with us. If you can share that with Amari, we'll shout you out. And then let us
Absolutely.
know, what
Yeah.
website they need to be connected to if they're interested in the future.
Okay, absolutely. I believe I can share Josiah and Corlina's science fair presentations with our group, so that would be perfect. And then I'll get permission to share it if we want to post it further than yays. I can get permission for that. We had I think 50 something children participate in the science fair this year, so it was really great. I
That's
think
amazing.
they had before was maybe I think no more than 16 in the past. So they really it was really great for them to all
Well,
participate.
I love it. And I think you were going to say
Well,
one more thing. Was there something else you were going to say?
oh, and our Each One Teach 10 is launching on Sunday. Each One Teach 10. If you and I know all of you do are so familiar with Aya. I all of the subjects of at Aya are being put together in each one teach 10 in a freedom school format. So where you'll have the digital course where you can go through the lessons, and then on one day a week, we will come in and have discussions. But there's lessons and tests and everything on the platform, and then once a week, the scholars will come in together, and we will have discussions about if we're doing Araminta, then we'll be talking about that. If we're doing economic conundrum, we'll be talking about that. If we're doing family lore, it goes in 2 week cycles. So I'm excited that is getting started. We're doing our grand opening and orientation on Sunday. I believe it's at 3 o'clock, and I'll double check that time. At 4 o'clock, I think, Eastern time.
All right, we can also send that out. I think we'll be still in engineering or wrapping up engineering. They're recognizing the seniors on Sunday. Um, but again, if you have your flyer, I'll also put that on our social media as well and shout that out. So let me know who did your website. You did that?
Sewanolu.
Oh, I forgot she is a mastermind.
Did.
Okay. I'm gonna have to reach
Sewanolu
out.
did for the Each One Teach 10. Sewanolu did the website.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. So that's the number five I gotta add to my playlist. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Mo, 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 mo.
Okay. Mo, mo, mo. All right. So yeah, if you have flyers for any of those things or anything that we can share, I definitely would like to do that. Highlight, spotlight, all of that to keep the conversation going. And then definitely we can put that. I restarted the community newsletter, so we'll make sure we put that in there. They may miss orientation, but if there's a way that they can jump on in the future, um, I would love to have that
Yes.
featured in next month's newsletter. So I'm gonna
We will
remember.
have a rolling orientation because we do
Okay.
anticipate adding, adding people as we go. So,
Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Some more good things, good things. Some of y'all scholars, y'all can add what's in your calabash. How are you feeling? What energy are you bringing? What you working on? Come on, y'all, keep it rolling. What's in your calabash? Who wants to go next?
For me, I'm doing good. Um, I'm feeling pretty good from the presentation that I did yesterday.
mo, 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 mo,
And
mo, mo, mo.
right now I'm just trying to get some psychology work done before Mama Sydney returns to class, as well as get my presentation back down to the 5 minute mark and get the entirety of it completed.
Mo.
Mo, mo,
Because
mo,
yeah,
mo.
since a lot of people said they wanted it featured, we might send it back out or put it on the site because people want to hear your final. So yep, mo. Excellent, excellent goals. All right, Akani, what is in your calabash?
I'm doing good. Not as tired as I usually am when I wake up. Um, currently, I mean, I was just working on some homework.
All right, so that's great. You're not as tired. We love it. We love it when you get a rejuvenating sleep. All right, excellent. Coralina, what's in your calabash? What is in your calabash?
What's in my calabash? I feel very proud of presenting the essay that I had and how like people liked how I presented it, and also I'm just working on what I can.
Mo, 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 mo,
Mo.
mo, 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 mo.
I love it. Yes, yesterday it was a dream. It was beautiful. It was a great reunion, is what I can think of. It was a really great. Yeah, I liked it. It was
It
amazing.
really
It was a good.
was. It was a great reunion. It was so good to see everyone. And B, it just, yes, it felt like home. It felt like us all
Mm-hmm.
back together.
Yes, and so yes, Mama, if you get a chance, please remember to send me the video or the link so I can clip it and we'll use it for that promo. All right, did I get Amari, what's in your calabash? And I think Mama, you're able to join us. Amari, what's in your calabash?
So far I've been doing really good. Um, I've been working hard with these last few weeks, and that's wrapping up. Um, and really outside of that, I've been writing more. Uh, and just I have a thing I'm working on that I'm writing about.
All right now, look at
Mo,
you.
mo, 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 mo.
Sprouting and growing. That's amazing.
Mo. Can you give us a hint on
No, she kept that
the topic?
real quiet when she's writing.
Like, can you give us just a little
It's
hint on the
gonna be a
topic?
masterpiece that she just
It's more of a uh self-indulgent work, fantasy type of story. Right now I'm doing a lot of world building about the locations, but I did make the draft like a week ago. At least like the first part of the what I want it to be is like a collection of short stories um that lead to a whole narrative. But it's just in its draft phase right now.
Mo, 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 mo.
I love it. I love the whole idea of it, the whole you explaining it. That's really exciting. So please keep us up to date and reference to that. I love it. I absolutely love that. Okay, Mama Imani, what's in your calabash?
So, I think I'm going to get out tomorrow and try and make this flower bed that I've been wanting to do with some sunflowers and I can't think of the other two flowers, but I've been looking at it for a while and it's time to stop looking. I have all the seeds and all that, and I want to do that as a catalyst to start um, uh, getting some seeds together to put a summer garden in. So, so working on that, and working on trying to tighten up for uh, this marketing period with I'm it's I can't believe that it's we're halfway through the marketing period next week. So creating the midterms and um, you know kind of the work and trying to figure out how to make it fun um, simultaneously because usually you said midterms and it's just dread. Just a little bit of dread. So I was trying to see if I could create. Close your ears, Corlina. But just kidding. But trying to see if I could create a board game or if I could create something that they still have to show me their understanding as well as they are moving along, and playing a game. So it's not, there's vocabulary words, there's some true false, there's some multiple choice, there's an array, and we're moving through it just in a just not in a sterile kind of way. So just trying to figure that out. Just still on a high after last night. Good to see folks. Um, like it's sad, but it's happy. I guess for me, it's like it's sad and it's happy simultaneously. And more joy than sadness, but just still, you know, uh, there's a little bit of I miss, some of the faces, and just happy to hear the voices of some graduates, and just in awe of the the work that you and you Mama Kimmy and you Mama Erica that you guys put in, and to see um, when you water our children and when you nourish and when you love on and when you encourage and you support, that there's no limit, they're limitless. I mean, it's just, and that's what I just saw, just the limitlessness, and trying to kind of like sitting back myself and saying, how can I support next year? And that inspires me to support their limitlessness. you know um it was good to see their it was like it doesn't stop, and it was the beauty of the incredible buffet of like the cornucopia of our youth that we were given yesterday from both of you. Like, I just I'm still riding on that. Just like I didn't reach out to you, Mom Erica, but I meant to reach out to you this morning to say, just, you know, Madasi Pa, to say Asante Sana, because just, you know, how many times, in all due honesty, are we left feeling full? And, it resonates. I mean, well, I'm left feeling full every Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I'm left feeling full, every day. But as a collective, you know what I'm saying? As a collective, it was just really nice coming together, middle school and high school, and seeing that, um, what is it, Blacknificent on display. So, Asante.
Mo, 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 mo,
Mo,
mo.
mo, 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 mo.
So I'll finish really quickly with the calabash. I mean, on from yesterday. What's in my calabash? Y'all, I still get nervous for demonstrations because it's like I know I enjoy being in the classroom with my students, but it's like, will everybody else get to understand the fun that I have, even if I'm having fun by myself, y'all. Sometimes I be having fun by myself with teaching. And so, and it was so many lessons yesterday. It speaks to like collaboration. Like I was telling Mama Erica, nobody can do this alone. Like I sent out messages and stuff when I could, and I was like, okay, everybody got to invite somebody, and then Mama Erica brought just the whole other crew in there, and so I was like, it really speaks to the power of collaborations. I still get
Yeah.
nervous. I still go through stuff, y'all. Do I talk too much? Do I do this? Because I know I like to run my mouth. And so yesterday, I was just, of course, the Melanin Matters is a significant, magnificent, blacknificent. But y'all, when I was listening to AP history, I was like, who is that teacher?
Right? Mo,
And
mo, 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 mo.
y'all, they shocked me in so way. I was,
And I'm,
who is
what
their
that
teacher?
that experience was like, Mama Kimmy.
Oh my
That
gosh.
experience was like all of them were seniors. All of them were seniors, and they were going before the board to ask permission to go forward with their topic that they've chosen. I mean,
Girl,
and
that
they
thing
had to
was,
lay it out, and they laid it all, and all of them laid it all out. And I
they
was like,
did.
oh my gosh,
And that
like,
was the first time, like, I couldn't help them. I didn't help them. I listened to their thesis. I told them the steps of what they needed to do. And that's all I could do as far as this journey. When they came last night, I was like, what is Hopple? It was, I couldn't believe it. It's like, this is their rough draft. I was just so blown away, like, what? And
and I
it's
was like,
hard. It's hard.
seniors mixed in with
It was
under,
amazing.
not under, I don't want to say, but
I
no, with
know
their
we got to
fellow
find
class,
different words.
yeah, but with their fellow,
It was,
sister and brethren.
yes, it was absolutely amazing. And I was so blown away because the hardest thing is like my primary goal is to make sure that they're ready, like they're ready for our people. And then, they still have to be ready to go out in the world and say, hey, here's my scholarship. Bridging those
Mhm.
things is sometimes hard because of the 100 chapters of content they have to learn, and it wasn't as much like we snuck in words not to use, a video from Bible Kessa, but that it doesn't create space for that. But still, our students
And
showed up in a
but
way.
not but and having this session and having Mama Erica there to say, uh, great job, little sister. And let's move away from using these
Yes,
particular words.
because we did a few of them. Because y'all, we didn't have any content, so we had to go to this white man video. The AP did not give us any content. The books they suggested didn't go with the topics, so I
Yeah,
had to find
boy.
this little white man video. And so it was like, okay, y'all, let's talk about it. Let's unpack it. And then it was just more content, more content, more content. And so we did it a little bit. And so it's like again, I can't talk to them about their presentations at all. So having you all there and putting stuff in the chat, because Drew, she was just coming into this for the first time and she was learning to see what made black sense. So this was her first time trying to unpack and understand it from
Well,
our way. And I
Drew
was like,
at home.
I said, I can't give you a crash course on everything, baby. Our students brought in, the scholars, they brought in what they had. But it's like they don't give you time to unpack. It's like you memorize all this stuff and you be ready to spit it out. But I was so proud that they held me down in that way. And especially in the Calabash, this has been this part of my life, y'all. And then we're going to move on to the final May 15th, what's going to go down while the arts, culture, and leadership is here, is this proverb, y'all. I'm so glad we did Proverbs because this part of my life is those that chased the zebra, all those that chased the zebra didn't catch it, but those that kept caught it chased it. Y'all, that's the year of my life. This last few years for like a big old demo tape. I'm just passing out demo tapes and so that things can grow. And so yesterday was just like to see and say what Nolu stayed to the end. Mama Asha started with us, and even on the road, it was great to see Mama Fee and Baba Wakesa. And I know Namvula, and I know a lot of that. I don't know, Mama Erica, did you invite all of them? So yes, they are. We're going to talk in
Yeah,
a
I
second.
opened it up for scholars to invite, their
Okay.
families and friends. And so, um, let's see, I think I invited a few people. I think Josiah invited quite a few of his family
Yeah, I saw
members
all of
and
that.
community. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that was great to have. So it was a nice reunion. So I'm appreciative of that. And for y'all, the educators, we'll talk about a few other things when the arts, culture, and leadership team leaves. And so they're here today. We're going to take a few minutes and really talk about May 15th, making it special for the scholars, making it special for the students. And that's why the arts, culture, and leadership team are here, so we can have their input. So May 15th is going to be awards. So educators, we need to start getting our awards together because we will be presenting them to the scholars. So however way you want that to look like, everyone will have their awards to give to their scholars so we can let parents know ahead of time, okay, we want everyone to show up, but especially those who are receiving an award. So it's that Thursday, May 14th, and we had a couple of ideas that we wanted to do to make it special since we're not coming together live. And so the arts, culture, and leadership, I know Shaddai had worked on something. And Amari, can you pull up the list of things that we said that we were going to do if you have it? And we're going to take just about 10 minutes, y'all, to just really try to make sure this is special for that day. Shaddai, can you say the project that you worked on really quickly?
Yeah, but so the project that I worked on was the Parent Award titles, which is basically a shout out to all parents for what they have done with or for their scholars.
Okay. And so that one is for the teachers to fill out. Was that correct, Shaddai?
Yeah, but
Okay, so we need to get that out to the teachers. So that was at Parent and Teacher Awards. Have we, Amari, do we have the form? Did we get that out to the teachers yet? And if not, we can just do another email if we haven't gotten that out. So we will have Scholar Awards, Parent Awards, Teacher Awards. So we know we have all of that, just a big old celebration of the community. So teachers, you will have Parent and Scholar Awards, and then we will have the Teacher Awards that you all will be given for that day as well. And so we had some other things. So Shaddai had done that. Akani and Coralina, I haven't seen yet. Do y'all know what your tasks are? Well, there's some other tasks that we were going to do in between Akani, Coralina. Do y'all remember what your tasks were?
Think
What
I
you,
remember my task.
you say you do or you don't?
I don't.
Okay, do you have that, Amari? Do you know what Coralina was supposed to do?
Yes, she was supposed to gather middle scholar and teacher awards.
Okay, so
Um,
that's what Coralina is in charge of. So
mhm.
Coralina, okay, just making sure, because I think Coralina's the only person in everybody's class, every middle scholar class. All right, so Coralina, you're supposed to remind the teachers when their awards are due, and then we talked about what else Coralina supposed to do?
Gather middle scholar and teacher awards.
Okay,
They were all supposed to create a Google form with these awards so that they can answer it. Um, yeah.
okay, so Coralina is on Middle Scholar, just making sure we have all the Middle Scholar awards. So they're just on the organizing side. Before we go to present, if you all have a list of awards, Coralina is just going to double check, make sure the awards are in place, and she will kind of be the assistant with the middle school award. She will introduce that round. So, Coralina, you will be the hostess for the middle scholar section, Coralina. So, you will introduce yourself and you will introduce the teachers so that they know to come up and, well, we'll spotlight the teachers and they will do those awards. Is that you're clear on that, Coralina?
Yeah, boo.
Okay, so you will be the junior MC for that section. So you'll make sure you have the teachers' names in order. You will you will say a little bit about middle school, the middle school experience. So you will be the spokesperson, okay? So we'll start with you, Carolina. You'll introduce yourself. You talk a little bit about the middle school experience, and then you will introduce the teachers as they spotlight and share their awards, okay?
Yeah, boo.
All right, so awesome. And Akani James, what did you say? You had to make a Google form. What did you send out, Akani James?
I sent Google Forms with questions.
That was in between questions, like yearbook type questions. What questions did you have?
I was kind of like, who was the most curious, who asked the most questions, stuff
Okay.
like that.
So, Akani, you're working on getting that. So you may have to remind people to get those in, okay? And then if we need to like go in classes or, that's something Amari may be able to do, depending on her schedule. She may be able to go into the classes to remind people. So, Akani, can you work with Amari to make sure that we get those so we can put things into place for that? Did you hear me, Akani?
Can you repeat that?
Okay, can you work with Amari to see what kind of reminders we can do, or if she can, maybe she can visit a class to make sure that maybe we can choose a class. If it's not ELA, where the high scholars or something, work with Amari to see like who you do and you don't have responses from, and we'll work with a plan to visit virtual classes to remind people to do that. So does Amari have, we want everything by May 8th, everyone. Okay. Does
Yeah,
Amari
boo.
make sure Amari has the form and then please keep checking and please keep letting us know. We don't have a lot of middle school, we don't have a lot of high school. So I can remind in high school, middle school, I can help remind too, so we can get into the classes and get these responses because we want everything by May 8th. All right.
Yeah, boo.
And so when we do that, Akani, you'll be responsible for introducing those in between. So we will disperse those in between. Okay. I mean, we'll say those and mention those, and it'll be your voice that people hear.
Mama Kami, I
Okay.
have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I know that all of your scholars weren't there to present. Will
Mm-hmm.
they be there in May to present?
Oh, I forgot about that. Probably not. I don't.
Okay.
Because I feel
Okay.
like people just hear from me all the time. I would like, and that's something else. Thank you. Presentations. Thank you. I would like for it not to be me. There's only two that didn't come for AP language.
Okay.
So I would like for it not to be me. I will put my presentations probably somewhere, send it out in a newsletter. But I would like for another class to do it. So thank you. That's something else we can do on the 14th. Have a couple of class presentations with the awards and in between questions. Okay. So, Shaddai will introduce the parent awards. So, Shaddai, you have that. You'll talk about what it's like to be a senior. In addition to Connie, you'll talk about what it's like to be a high scholar. And you'll introduce those things. Shaddai, you will talk about what it's like to be a senior. And you will introduce the parent awards. So, y'all got that? Everybody straight with your parts?
Yeah,
Well,
boo.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when I introduce the parent awards, do I have to say like what the parent awards are? So
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, so we'll put them in like a Canva. And yes, you'll say and mention, and we'll figure out a way to get everybody these awards. I don't know if we're gonna copy because I don't know about. We'll figure out that later. But yes, that's what you'll be doing. Okay. All right. Do y'all have any
Okay.
questions? Okay, y'all. So y'all, I'm gonna meet with y'all on the 8th, and we're gonna put everything together. We're gonna finalize it. Everything is gonna be finalized on the 8th because the next week is the program. All right. So y'all good, Amari? Did I leave anything out for them?
Not a Connie, Janelle, my bad.
Okay, so no
Janelle
sugar.
was also supposed to gather senior and AP Scholar awards, but since he isn't here, um, are we recording? I
APs.
was thinking we could give him a message in here or something,
Okay,
or like
talk to him,
just have
Amari.
it
Talk
written
to
down.
him. We'll send him. We can send him a message.
I'll send him a
And I
message
need to
then.
text him. Yeah, I need to text him. So we'll get John Neal straight. All right. Thank you, Arts, Culture, and Leadership Team. Don't forget, we meet on the 8th to put this all together and practice everything. Okay.
Yeah, boy.
All right. Thank y'all. See y'all later.
Great job, leadership team. Great job. I love it.
Mo.
Have
All
a
right. See
great
y'all on the
day.
8th. Okay. All right.
Kwaheri.
Okay, y'all. So really
Honey,
quickly,
Kwaheri.
Kwaheri.
y'all good to go.
Don't want to go. My babies don't want to go.
I'm
They
glad
don't
they
want to
mama to
go. Y'all
stay in the
like this
meeting.
space. Y'all like our sacred space. Okay. All right. So real quick, family, we're gonna run through this agenda really quickly. So that's what we have. We'll have a welcome. Amari will do the welcome. And because I want to make them feel special. So y'all, if y'all have any ideas, please let me know. Amari will do the welcome. Um, then we'll set the purpose. I'll set the purpose. Um of why we are here, gratitude. Then we can introduce the leadership team and what they'll be doing, and they'll be on standby. And then I guess we'll get into awards. We will do the awards with in between. We'll do the scholar awards. Then y'all will come up to introduce your awards. Then we'll have the in between questions. Then once I don't know who wants to do a presentation. Um, I guess Amari, we can ask if anybody wants to do a quick presentation. But again, they've heard from me enough, y'all. They heard from me enough. I need them to see y'all. So Amari, we can ask who would like to do a presentation, and then we'll do it on that day. We'll do a couple of presentation. We'll end with parent.
I'll reach out
We'll
to Baba Guagua because I'll try and
okay.
see if I can do, like not long, but I'm saying one from for them to pick out the one that they want to do from the elementary school,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
one from the middle scholars.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and I'll talk to Baba Mugwagwa to see if he too can, you know, get his scholars to present.
Yeah. Or if not, if we don't do that, then we'll do we have the portfolios. If we don't get absolutely anything, but we don't want to make it, it won't be too
He did
long.
portfolios, or you guys did
I am
portfolios?
making them do one for every class. Since you started
Oh,
it,
okay.
I'm
Because they've
giving
been
them every
starting.
Thursday to add to it. well, elementary and middle. The high scholars are working on something different. They will have LinkedIn's, and some of them may have the
People,
seniors
that's
will have
great.
LinkedIn. Freshmen, I mean, we got to find new names for that, y'all. The other three classes will have their portfolio. So if we don't get any presentations, then we'll pick a good portfolio.
Yibble.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Then we'll have awards. Then we'll do the parent awards, um, teacher awards, and then the seniors. So yeah, we don't need anything too long. We have the
Right.
seniors. They got the Finding My Way Pathway Forward.
Hmm. Oh, great.
Yeah, so
Yibble.
they should be working on that pathway forward.
I think
Then
probably doing the whatchamajig instead of having presentations of maybe showing a portfolio. That
you think
might
that
be
you like the portfolios better?
would be ideal, I think.
You say you like that better?
Yibble.
Okay.
Because
So,
especially if you pick, uh, not pick, but if they can, like you're saying, they can
okay. So we'll pick
showcase.
one that's really uh not like the class valedictorians or whatever. But they'll talk about because it'll be okay, hi. Okay, not the seniors. So then the seniors will go, then we'll do parent awards. You want to thank the parents, you want to
Because
thank the
Audrey has been working on his
oh, has he?
all school year, yeah, and I've been having both the and you can see you can see the development from each marking period from the elementary. Yeah, I've had
Oh,
the
I
elementary
saw that they have one, child. We
as
just
well
doing
as
this
the
9 weeks,
middle
and you
scholars.
got all of that. So yeah, we did not do all of that. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so so we'll do the portfolios. Um, then the seniors
Oh,
pathway forward. We will do the parent teacher awards. Then we'll do. I'm trying to. Should we do the seniors very last?
are you
Um,
gonna have them
I
ask
feel like
questions at the end like they did, or no? You just you just gonna
Yeah, they can ask questions. We have to give them our originally it was supposed to be each family would honor their senior
mhm,
in the way that they wanted to do after their my pathway forward. So
mhm,
ideally what would happen is we would get here and then we would take a 10-minute break,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
And so to prepare for kind of like a graduation type thing.
Able.
So we would do it here. And then I still kind of like that idea of each family, they do a pathway forward, and each family still honors their senior. It's only three, just in the whatever way that they want to show. I'm tempted, I
Mama
got
Kim.
this. Yes,
Yep.
Yebo.
Have you already talked to the senior parents about it?
We talked about that when it was supposed to be in person. They were supposed to honor their child the way, their scholar the way they wanted to. It's only three of us, and two of
Hmm.
us are on the line.
Okay. Okay. So that'll make it easier. I just didn't know if, some of them might need a little more guidance, but.
Yeah, no. So the guidance is the time limit. So we would just take. So I'm really feeling like we'll do all of the awards here, then a 10-minute break, and then it'll be like a graduation ceremony. So with that being said, do y'all think we should keep it on that Thursday or move it? Well, that Saturday is the Ma'afa Kabuka, a really big ceremony here, so I wouldn't be able to do it. So do y'all think on a Thursday night would be okay? We still started at 6 again?
Yibble.
Because this time we're gonna take a 10-minute break and then move into like an official ceremony, graduation. Like it'll be an official ceremony. I'll figure out what that official opening and all of that is. But we're gonna take a time for yeah, I'd like they'll do the pathway forward and the family honoring. You'll speak about it. Um, the siblings will speak however way, because Mommy Monty got a whole tribe. Yeah,
Everybody has a tribe. I'm not the only one with a tribe. You got a tribe too.
but my tribe is smaller.
No, it is. No,
smaller.
it's not. No, it's not. When we celebrated his 15th, 16th birthday, that was not a small little
Oh,
affair.
that was okay. So we will have so because I still want them to feel special, even though
Yeah,
we're
boo.
not gathering in person. So
Yeah,
if we
boo.
could just, I know they might be uncomfortable being spotlit. But just even if the community we spot and even if the community just gives them love, even if it's just a 5 to 10 minutes of their being fed affirmations, I just really want them to feel special. So I want them to have that whole time for them. And then I was gonna close with the whole there's a Yoruba affirmation that everybody it's like an incantation. It's like an epic battle. And it's talk about who is that with the two. Now it's not the millipede with 2,000 legs. So there's a prayer of affirmation. Well, it's really an incantation of affirmation where we all say, it's just 2 lines, time, and as you're sending your well wishes to the scholars on the way out, and then we'll do the Odunde song, which is just
Mm,
a celebration, Thanksgiving song. So we can still do some of the things that we were gonna do in person. I just want them to feel special.
yeah,
All
boo.
right, feedback. What am I missing, y'all? Are y'all okay with that? Suggestions?
Can we get the words to the Odunde, and can we
Oh
get maybe like
yes.
you singing it so we can practice? So I
Oh
can practice.
yes.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah, I will do that. I will definitely do that. Yeah, I will sing that to you because Mama Adi should raise it. Yeah, so we'll do that. So any other suggestions for that? Does that sound good to you all?
Yeah, boo.
It sounds good to me.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
All right, awesome. I want them to feel special. So y'all please work on your awards. We talked about that. There are a couple of things that I want to share. And so we only have about 2 more meetings, right, y'all? Um, May, the last minute, we're gonna lay it out on the line. What is happening next year? What y'all doing? So May, we're gonna really lay it on the line. Have the updated forms that we need to move forward with all of that. I'm thinking since the structure is gonna change a little bit because we want to do groups instead for LMS transition. The question is gonna become, do we want to be in charge of all of these grades, or do we want to do portfolio building? And I'm in the future, if it gets, well, I'm only doing AP, so I really can't talk. I'm only doing college transition stuff where they show their stuff, but I mean, I still will have some AP stuff. So that's something to really think about is how much grading that you want to do. I would really like to put the focus somewhere else other than in LMS. So for at the moment, so right now, I am really thinking that we would just roll along, at least with Canvas for next year because it's free, and we can put the money somewhere else that's going to help us grow.
Yes, I actually was on Canvas today, and they have attached Google. You can attach Google is a part of it now.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I
So
saw that. Yeah, it's been that way. You just attach your drive to the side, and you can do your yes. So unless they got more features, I do love that about it. And because I went in a pre-K, they were using Google. I mean, they were using Canvas, and I went to a college, and so that's at least 2 colleges here that use Canvas. And so that's another reason because when I'm talking about transitions, they will already be familiar with Canvas.
Mm.
mhm.
So and we can always change later, y'all. I know for elementary, Mama Imani, yeah, Google Classroom. I totally agree. It's best for elementary.
Well,
I
I
totally
I I would prefer Was it
really for
Canva?
them. Canvas
Well,
for the
because the
babies.
children can't. I only can add the scholars. I can't add the parents, even though I know the parents. Do you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I got you. And the
Yeah.
thing
So
about it,
I
you
would
prefer.
prefer that other. I would prefer the other one because
Okay.
parents are included in there.
Yes, they are. And Amari actually did her portfolio on Canvas last year. So it is embedded right there. in Canvas. And how we would do grades is just a little Google Doc. We'll preload the scholars in your class, and you'll
Mm-hmm.
just drop down and give them a grade and a comment.
Okay.
And then we will take that big form, and I can run it and make it a report card for parents.
Gotcha.
So I'm just saying,
Oh.
because I would rather put the money somewhere else that's going to help us grow and develop. And in the future, if we want to, get sophisticated and get more into it, yeah. But right now, the goal is growth. If
Was there some
everybody's,
limits with Canvas? Were
your
there
daughter
limits?
didn't like it, that was the, and Toby, can you say didn't like it?
It was a transition for us because what we had was so robust.
It
Right.
was.
So, it's just getting used to it and starting the year off maybe a little bit different than
Uh-huh.
switching. And
Oh yeah, I know. In 1 month.
right. Yes, that was a big thing. So maybe it
Yes.
will be better. Um, Maybe it would be better for us. And
Yeah.
there was so much going on. I
It
didn't even
was a
know there was
lot.
Google Docs in there. I didn't know there was a Google Drive thing in there.
Because we
We
had
had
time. The school
right.
was closing. We had to get our stuff out of campus. It
Yes,
wasn't
we had to
the
figure out the plan for what we're going to do with our babies for the next year. I mean, we
yeah.
had
Then it
so
was the
much going on.
last 9 weeks. There
Yes,
was no time.
graduations, yes,
Yes, it was all of that going on. So we
and
didn't have time.
endings. Yes,
Yeah,
and
so it was a
endings.
lot going on, but I can tell y'all, I do use it with Virginia Union, the college, and the pre-K. I was like, pre-K is using Canvas. And so, and again, we don't have to stay there, y'all. I just think in this next phase to not have
Mm-hmm.
to worry about it, and it's free, and it does give our scholars a connection to um, collegiate level. A lot of colleges are using it. I just, we can sit there for now. Okay.
Yeah, well,
So that's what we'll do. So if that's the case, then once we meet next month, we will go ahead and create the classes. And the only reason why I know you all have your own canvas, but we will create it for the point of unless y'all want, well, it helps me to when I do the grade report. If see everybody's class, and
yeah,
then
well,
we can load your scholars in there already, especially if it's a home school collab. We don't want
right.
y'all to have to worry about that part. I'm saying Amari. We can load your scholars in, and then, if anything, if we need to go in there, your Zoom link will be posted. And that way, if there's a need, like we start to move into subbing and different things like that, we can just go in there and take care of things for y'all. The same way school works, I would go in Baba McGuagua's class and put stuff in there. And so, but yeah, you're always welcome to, at the end of the year, copy your class so you can have it for yourself. I always say that you can copy the class and have Ye's Academy copy. So I would say May, once y'all know what y'all teaching, we're going to start to set up the classes and you can import stuff. So you definitely can do that. All right, so awesome. So that's what that is. May, we will set up classes at the end of May. Well, May/June, we'll get your classes already set up. Okay. So now here's the thing that I wanted to share with y'all from the Alabama conference. This was gold, y'all. That's why I told Mama Erica that I'm really excited to be able to get out and travel, which is another reason why I'll be doing less teaching and more shaking hands and kissing babies. Um,
Before you go into that,
mhm.
you'll do AP next year, right?
You know what? Eventually, I'm gonna do AP, and eventually, I'm gonna hand that over to somebody.
Okay, and maybe you can do some AP training as
Oh
well over
yeah,
the
because
summer, so that
you can do
it's
AP
fun.
summer. All of y'all can teach an AP class actually.
Right. It's just
There's a whole
and
list.
yeah. Okay, great. Well, anyway, my Josiah's mother is like, my baby's not gonna be in AP. They gonna be in this class. So she was her daughter. She's like, I was thinking about putting her in there this fall, but I just didn't have the funds to do both. But if I had known it was gonna be like this, I'd have come up with the
Oh,
funds.
they tell them, yeah, they just communicate. It was such a challenge for Drew, and I was like, Mama, I got it. I got her. So just communicate. Another reason why I'm coming out the classroom is because that part of it I won't be attached to. I'll be more so on the business side, and the grant writing side. So again, y'all know I didn't I didn't get paid for this year anyway. So I was able to make arrangements. But if that's ever the case, tell them just to reach out, because my whole journey is going to be on college prep, career prep. That's the part of Yaya's Academy that I am going to be specifically responsible for the scholars. And so with that being said, y'all, two things. I'm going to always share business growth with y'all. When I went to Alabama, oh my goodness, there were two things that I want to share with y'all that this lady, or two ladies that I went to. The first one is talking about the grants. Now, this lady that did this grant workshop, she was absolutely amazing. And I'm going to send these notes to you all. There are all types of little grants that we can do. From places like Walmart, Target, different grants like that. And I feel like, sometimes we boycott them, yes, but I be like, when they give us money, that's reparations, baby. That's reparations. So my ancestors worked so y'all could have that money in y'all little banks. The thing that she said, which I want y'all, and I'll be sending y'all little information grants as well. The thing that she said was not to look for one thing to pay for your programs. There are four different areas that you can look for that will help you get smaller grants to fund your business. And so I want everybody to keep in mind, if you have an intern or someone working for you, you can get a workforce grant. You just have to say, this person works for me for this amount of hours, and this allows me to service however many students. So, in your education business, you can say, are you employing anybody? Are there any interns? That gets you into workforce grants. The other is, of course, we're open to education grants because we are educating. But even in that, you have to look for, are you having special populations? We are a special population. There are special population grants that you can get. And also, if your educational business deals with intergenerational anything, they got to interview a grandparent. That is a special area in education that you can bring funding in. The other thing is community development, like Mama Erica, going to, if they're solving problems in science for this, that, and the other, yours falls under community development. So that's workforce, education, community development, and of course the arts. Anyone, Mama Imani, you had a lot of arts infused stuff in what you were doing. So you can have those things for your educational business. When you write the grants for those individual parts, you're not going to call it your class, your course. You can break it down into, well, you can break it down into a course, or you can break it down into a project. Those are the things that are most likely to get funded. They were for workforce, education, community, and arts. So you do not have to just rely on one grant. VCU, I saw the local school, the youth development. They were looking for a class, people who would come in and do classes for the youth. So I really started shopping my Calabash program, which is workforce development. I'm taking my scholars through it now, resume, mock interviews, all of those things, but we're doing it through the context of storytelling. And so I'm shopping that to the local university. It'll be $2,000 for a 6 class thing. But just really thinking about smaller things that you all can qualify for to fund your business. And it has to deal with those four areas. So I will send y'all all my notes, but there are smaller grants out there. Of course, I'll be working for grants, but there are smaller grants out there that y'all can put in that area to do. And if anybody, because over the summer I am going to be getting into more grant work, especially when I work with this marvelous grant worker. So if y'all want to get together and do that little small grants, I'll continue to send that to you. All right. Any questions about that? At all? Anyone? Any questions?
Hapana.
Okay. But just begin to think about what you're teaching. Can you break it down? Is there anyone working for you? What's the special population? What kind of community development? I want to say. And then, of course, supplies, y'all. There are grants for just supplies. Okay. So start thinking about what you do, how you do it, how the individual parts can be broken down, individual needs, and there are smaller grants instead of one large grant. And this is at like she did a hospital, and she said that's how she gets her stuff funding. Even though it's an arts program, she gets her program, her funding from little bit of parts. She breaks her business down. And so that's something as far as funding. The other thing was grant, this Benz. Y'all, this lady, she works at a museum. And what she did was she asked people like teachers, then y'all could do this with summer camps. She made these bins. She chose 8 topics, y'all. And she made these bins that teachers can check out. Like they check it out for the summer and they can bring it back. So in the bins, I'll be doing binders. She had these little folders with lesson plans and activities in it, and she put them in the protector sheets. And then she had like little either whiteboard or stuff to go with it, and it was on a specific topic, let's say math. She has one for literacy too. And so this is great. I was thinking for summer programs. There's a lot of community centers that run summer programs. And what she does is she has these people come to her. They check out the bins. They check it out for 2 weeks or whatever. They pay. They bring the bins back. She got a whole agreement. And so she has developed these 8 lessons for math one time, and she rents them out over and over and over again and makes money. And I thought that was so amazing. I'm still trying to do this curriculum book. She did these little 8 bands, and they little flat bands. They don't have a whole lot of stuff in there, but it has manipulatives, and hers is all her focus is on group work. So whatever your focus is, that could be done with any of our stuff. Just get a good 6 to 8 lessons, and people can check it out and bring it back. And she let them know, okay, you bring my stuff back. But there's another teacher behind you, and she just created something that works multiple times. She did it one time, and that was it. And I thought
Do
it
you
was
know how
marvelous.
much the charge was?
I will look on. I got a follow up from Alabama. I'm so was it that 24 hours, but it was a crazy weekend. I'm going to follow up with everybody from Alabama um this weekend. Then I'm going to look because she gave me her website. We talked for a really long time, and she was so forthgiving. But I'll find out what it is. But that's something we can even just look up and see how much it is. But I'll ask her. But yeah, they rent it out and they bring it back, and she rent it to the next teacher. And I'm thinking about all the summer camps that people would do that for. What? Just literacy, but I'll find out. That's a good question. And I'll find out. So that's a great way to expand your business, to be there without being there, and to make connections. So, yes, I will find out the course. Let me make a note and I will let you know because she was amazing. All right. Any other questions about that?
Hapana.
Okay, so I'm gonna try my hand. All right, really quickly to wrap it down, and I'll talk to Mama Erica about this. Now I need to add Say What No Lou website. Oh my goodness. There are 4 things that in the quest to move from teaching and going into business, there are 4 main things that I'm working on, everyone. I'm working with one of the best grant people in the city. The other sister, I'm not sure what happened to her, but I ain't got time to fool around no more. I'm working with one of the best grant people in the city. She gets grants like where there's 1 out of 20 and she makes it to the final round. So she's really pushing me to develop what we need. She knows the target. She's done a fund development plan. Now we're working to get strategic plan, all of the fancy paperwork that people who want to give you money. She's working with me, or I'm working with her to get the paperwork in order for Yaya's Culture Academy, SWOT analysis, fund development plan, marketing plan. And if I have to, hire other professionals, I'm going to get that out of my pockets and get that done because that's going to bring the money in. So number 2 is marketing. I'm gonna run the first marketing campaign, and then that's gonna be connected to Amari. He's getting ready to talk about the Teacher Appreciation Week. I'm gonna run the first marketing campaign at the end of May, and so what I would like to do is have that marketing campaign connected to a big open house in June. So I want us to look at. I'm thinking about moving the open houses from Friday night to Saturday mornings, And I want to do a big open house in June where we unveil all of the classes for the next year, and I get their tech fee so we can get the tech ahead of time, and everybody will have logins to what they need to begin developing because this year did not go so well. But we get a tech fee as their commitment to their coming. They're going to sign up, and y'all can be in touch with them all summer. But I'm going to run a campaign from whatever that weekend in June, the 24th, up until whenever we said we're going to meet. First weekend, second weekend, I want to do a big open house where everybody introduces themselves and introduce your class, and you can give registration information as that. So that's our first marketing campaign, and we're going to repeat, repeat, repeat. And of course, I'll do orientation in August. The other thing is, I have a person on deck to do all the flyers for Ye's Culture Academy. She's amazing. And so she will work with us to get all the flyers done, all the publications we need throughout the year. Um, and I know some of y'all may have your own stuff, but she's going to do the stuff that's just common so that we are social media ready to post, share, email ready for all the things that we do all year round. So those things can be done. And then I'm going to talk to Sewa Nolu to take a look at the site. I work hard on it, but I'm going to talk to Sewa Nolu to see how much she would charge to really get the site together. And so I talked to you all about the 7 components of empowerment. That is my toes in the water to get people introduced to Yeye's Culture Academy, 6 to 8 sessions. And it's all about personal development. Same way I asked y'all what's in your calabash, they explore the same thing. And they explore it again through interviews all the way. And they walk away with important documents that they need, and maybe even a poster board. I used to do this in summer school where they had to do an entrepreneurship fair. So they walk away with tangible things to tell their story. And so that's going to be my introduction in the community to Yeye's Culture Academy. Again, I filled out one to do it with the local college, and I have another high school program. Um, she already wrote one grant for me, which is what we need is people seeing that they're giving us grant to get more money. And so I'm really working on that as an introductory program. And so those are the things that we have in the work. I'm trying to make this year, next year, more popping. Okay, so that is my updates, quick updates, Amari, and then we'll close out, y'all. I think Amari, the rest of the updates are you.
Okay, so from May 4th to May 8th, we'll be having a teacher appreciation week. Um, with Sign Up Genius, they sent, well, we have their giveaway, and we sent that out to scholars a while back. And what we're doing now, for that first week in May, we'd like to know, or not know, but like, let me rephrase. We would like for y'all to make a like 1 minute video about why you like teaching, to help promote Yeye's Academy, through like social media and stuff, and also um as a way to give appreciation on the other side of the coin of teaching. And then the deadline is next Friday, May 1st for that. Um, Again, it's 1 minute, so it's nothing like too long. Uh, that's it for that, I believe. And for the newsletter, um, same thing as always, the scholar shout outs or highlights. If you have any of that, please reach out to me. We can add those because this month's newsletter has already been sent out. If you have any scholars you'd like to highlight now, you can just send that to me and we can add that next month. The teacher highlights, we have to choose a teacher for that. Whichever one that'll be, I'll send that out to you. As always, I have a template you can go through for that, and then we'll send that out. As for reviews, there's not really that much to review for the newsletter, I don't think. But um, but yeah, that was it.
Okay, and I know Mama Erica mentioned a little bit about each one teach one 10. And so we're looking forward to sharing that with everyone. We'll definitely put it in the next few newsletters. If you have a flyer, we're gonna put that out. And we're excited to kind of bring that into the alignment for next year. So we're gonna continue talking about that. Because like we were saying, I'll talk to Mama Adia, that'd be a great extension for Drew because she's taking me already. And her parents are just so impressed with the way that I loved on her this year, and she really needed it. So I believe that that would be a great extension for her. She's a junior, so she'll be a senior next year. And if she wants to continue, Mama Erica, I would really would like for you to make that connect with her because I think this would be like her whole thing was Drew was coming from high school and her teachers didn't teach this way, and she felt very disconnected. And she would just send me emails, messages all week. I really appreciate how you did this. I really appreciate how you did that. And she was so appreciative of just the love, and so I do want to make that connect before the year is out, to try to get her to each one teach 10. Since she's all done with me, I think that would be a beautiful transition. And she has a beautiful mind. And I would like for it to continue to be nurtured. So please let's talk so I can give you that family's information. And hopefully they'll come to the open house. But I want to make that direct connect so she can continue with you.
Okay. Mo. I can definitely do that. All right. I don't know that I have anything else. So you mentioned this is a question, and I don't know, is it time for questions or do you
Oh yeah,
have?
you can run. No, the only other thing we had was anything about Promotion Thursdays, that update, and I'm going to be working on a new calendar soon. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'm going to put together the new calendar for the next year for y'all review. So that's all I had. That's all we had. So yeah, questions, feedback, anything, I'm
Okay.
ready.
So refresh my memory. When is our last day of school?
Okay, so the last day was whatever that last day in May, and then our calendar goes to the first week in June. That's for them to get in whatever work that they need to get into you all. If you, yeah, so that's what that is, and that's
Okay.
how I do my high school. That's how I do my college. My regular students finish early, and
Mhm.
those people that need extra, so that gets them out the way, and I could just focus on the people that need extra support.
Right. Okay. Mo.
That's
Okay. And
always
then
how I do it.
the portfolios. You said that you're going to be doing the
Yeah,
portfolio.
you
We
don't have
just
to
call
worry
it
about that this
portfolios
year.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing that with them? Are you having a class with them? Like what does that look like?
Okay, so number one, Mama Imani started, so I'm riding on her coattails. I told they came in
We
Thursday.
all riding on Mama
Yeah,
Imani's
I'm riding on
coattails.
her
I mean,
coattails.
oh,
I
some
just told
powerful
them,
coattails.
I know. And so I said, okay, Mama Imani, start your own portfolios. Great. Every Thursday, you're going to work on one. Yesterday was ELA. Next week is science. So I really did not do anything but ride on Mama Imani's coattails.
All
So
right.
they're
And
going to
so
be working on
when do
science.
you do it? Like what time?
They
I'd like to
do it.
sit in.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to sit in, they come. That's my combined class, middle school and high school. I got two classes in one. So they will be there next Thursday at 12:15.
12:15.
And
Okay,
I'm gonna
because
put them
Josiah's
in a
mom would probably love him to attend that.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
I'll put you in a breakout room with them. And Corlene is good at explaining it. And Mommy Imani said Audrey has been working on it. So yeah, if you come at 12:15, I will add you to the calendar invite and I will send you in a breakout room with them to
Okay.
guide them on what they need to put in their portfolios.
Oh no, they be guiding me.
Well,
That's what I've
Carolina
never
will.
done.
Well, you might want
Yeah.
some different questions though,
Oh,
like to go
okay.
on their portfolio. You might have
Okay.
some suggestions of the favorite products. So yeah, I will send you the link, and then yeah, you can come in with Josiah, and I'll put y'all in a breakout room. Or if
Okay.
you want them to come to you at a separate time.
Okay. All right. We can, yeah, we can talk about it for sure. I'll with
Yes.
you also, Mama Imani, so I can kind of have an idea. I think, since Josiah's going to be a freshman next year, it might be good for him to actually do a LinkedIn.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to the parents because I know I want my seniors to do a LinkedIn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying all the high scholars were
I
doing it.
have to ask the parents about that. I don't want to
Uh,
throw anybody's child. I remember one time a mama was like, I was like, girls, Google Voice. And I did say, ask your parents. But she was the mom that was over. Like, I was like, ma'am, this is the entrepreneurship class. You stuck your child in a business class. You can't be worried about me telling him about Google Voice. You maybe shouldn't have put him in this class. And
right.
so, but still, I don't want to throw anybody's child on social media. So I will definitely the seniors and juniors will probably definitely have a LinkedIn. Freshmen and sophomores, they might, and I don't know what we would call this. Yeah,
Yeah.
they would
But
have
they
a
could,
class
if they were to build a portfolio, they can put all that stuff on their LinkedIn when they develop a LinkedIn,
when
right?
they develop a LinkedIn.
Okay.
So
Okay.
those first two, so he'll still do a portfolio, but I'm gonna do my juniors and seniors. They will have a LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So let me know if you want them to go to you on that day, and they can go like at 12 at noon because they have Mama Imani after 1. So they can go to you on
Just a
that
heads
day.
up, also, Mama Erica, my scholars might be different than your scholars, as mine have been doing this every marking period. So, so
Oh yeah,
you
we
know,
just doing one page. We just doing one
right,
market period.
right,
We won't
right.
fancy. We were not
Right. No,
fancy.
no, no. But I'm just letting you know if she's looking at Coralina has
Oh,
quarter 1. She can just look at one page though. Do you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but you can also just later on, Mama Erica, if you're just with Coralina, where she can show you, well, Mama Erica, if you if they wanted to have um more than one a class,
Hmm.
for instance.
yeah.
Yeah. I might get with you, Mama Imani, and
Right.
just like you can like
But I
demonstrate
just
because I
wanted
know
to give
you've
you a
built it
heads
up
up
for
Yeah.
because I don't
Coralina.
want it to be like, oh my goodness, I'm behind. I don't want just
Oh,
Okay.
no, no,
I don't
no.
want
It's a tool that I can learn how to use,
no, I'm
going
saying for
forward.
Josiah. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Because his is gonna be different
right.
Yeah.
than
Right.
everybody else's, but his is gonna
Hmm.
be the same because he's going into high school. He's gonna
Yes.
be high
Yes.
scholar.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Okay.
high
Yeah.
school, we only get 1 quarter. We were not on and popping like Mama Imani. We
Yes,
were
you
not
are.
on and
Yeah,
popping.
listen,
We got
listen.
one big year.
Mama Erica, you brought up the middle scholars like I've never seen before.
That was
Now,
wonderful.
mind you, I think my what do they call? I mean, my middle scholars, they were hanging tough. My elementary, I think they would have been like, okay, now you
They are funny. They are
know,
absolutely so hilarious.
I was
They
pushing
are
them.
funny.
Oh my goodness, because they were like, wait a minute. I thought you said it was a DJ said to me, I thought you said 75 was good enough. I
DJ
said,
be
baby,
funny.
I've been saying when we started quarter 1, I said 75. Quarter 2, I said 80.
DJ is
He was like,
hilarious.
oh, okay.
DJ is so funny. Shit. Yeah, so that's an option, y'all. I will add, so whatever you decide, if y'all want to, if Mama Imani's willing, y'all can go over there. Y'all can come to me or they can meet with you. But they know every Thursday they're adding another subject. And so this Thursday will be science.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
All right, any other, and Amari can show you for the future what it looks like on Canvas. Because Amari did hers on Canvas.
Mo, 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 mo,
Yeah,
mo,
so
mo,
she can
mo.
be the blueprint for that. All right, any other questions, y'all? Here's something funny, y'all, because let me tell y'all, the college stories, I thought I was gonna write a book in high school. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. The college stories are absolutely hilarious. This I thought it was just me and my little HBCU. This other man said he gave his students an assignment to be completed on paper. He passed out the worksheet, put them in the workstations, and the student came back and said, "Excuse me, professor, Usually I just copy and paste the information into my worksheet on my laptop. How am I supposed to get my information onto the paper? Telling y'all college is the 13th grade.
2026. These are post-pandemic children.
This one said, how am I supposed to get onto this paper?
Wow.
Y'all, the
Oh,
college stories are crazy. When I tell y'all, I'll be like, what? They are funny. All right,
Yeah.
so I just had to share that laugh with y'all because y'all going into collegiate, they have busted all things that I thought college would be like. Oh my gosh. So final questions. Did I answer everything, y'all? Okay.
will we have
May
a link to this?
Yes, I want the
yes,
link. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm
yes.
running in. So,
You'll have the link to that. And May is going to be a working session. So we're going to try to get everybody here. May is going to be a working session. What does your course look like? So we can do the course catalog. And because the campaign is going to be running by the time we meet next
hmm
time. So we need to
hmm
think about prices, what is going to happen, individual, student versus co-op. So
Hmm.
be thinking about those prices. Again, are you doing grades? Are you doing portfolios? So those are the questions. What are you teaching? We don't have to worry about a schedule yet. And as I was telling Mama Erica, even if classes overlap, the goal is we want to increase our numbers. So maybe a co-op is taking science, or maybe you offer something more than once a day, or maybe one co-op wants to take melanin mastery, while another co-op wants to take math roots. So the goal, y'all, when y'all thinking and building, number one always is what's best for you. Like I love my elementary school. I love my middle school. What's best for me is I do have to let those two parts of me go. And so I want you, first of all, to think of what's best for you. I will make sure that they are supported, though, in next year. But what's best for you? And
Hmm.
again, what does it look like, person versus group? So I
Hmm.
really want you all to think about that. And when we come back, next in May, we're going to have a working session to map that out. So if nothing else, we'll do a schedule later, but we want to know this is what it costs. This is the name of the course. We're just going to play some music and have a working session next time so that we can walk away with the catalog and be ready for the open house that the campaign is going to do. And we'll choose a day in June. So
Okay.
please look at your calendars.
I'm just kind of curious, Mama Kimmy, are we still kind of like everybody's solo bolo doing, do you know what I'm saying? Like, are we still rocking that way where everybody's doing their own thing?
What you mean?
Well, if we were to uh, join in collectively
Hmm.
for these collectives, right? Because we're not trying to do it individually per se anymore. We're trying to, I mean, if there's someone that wants to come and take a course, okay, fine, but your focus is trying to get groups versus individuals. Even though you know the information is going to be out there for individuals,
Yeah.
individual families. Um, so if they say, hey, I want to take, our collective wants to take, uh, you know, wants to take a half a day, and we want to knock out our, can we do these two days and these two courses these 2 days? Yeah, Bo, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if it was a collective that said, hey, we want our science and our math on this day, and we want our history and our English on this day?
Okay, so I feel like at the middle school level that would be possible. I don't think
Right.
it's possible at the high school level.
Okay.
Um, and so again, when we pitch to the collabs, it's like it's like a marketplace. We are an educational marketplace.
Right.
I think on a middle school level, it'll be easier to have that schedule. And I would love it if that can exist on a middle school schedule, especially if, and I think it can, especially if you have Kepra doing, because you all will be doing, you kind of will be doing ELA and our story as well. I'm looking at this, and y'all got science. So that would be great for Kepler. And then Mommy Imani, you are holding it down on the math. So
Right.
I
What
think
I'm saying,
that,
like when we came, I thought, I kind of thought uh, when we were working together last year, we came
hmm,
together and it was like, what are our pricing? What do we do?
yes.
And initially I thought more of us had agreed on prices, and that
Hmm.
our prices were, I thought it was 125.
Uh-huh.
And then I can't, then I register and it's like, no, that's not 125 and that's not 125. And do you know what I'm saying? And there were
Hmm.
some of us who were at 125.
Hmm.
And so like it just threw me because it's like, well, kind of the prices are all over the place.
They are.
And to get in alignment with, if it's a group.
I think that since that was our experience last year. The way that I am pitching to these homeschool co-ops is that this is a collection, this is an educational marketplace. You go
Okay.
and you shop, you like this hat over here, they charge this for this hat. If you see a similar hat, they charge this for this hat. Because of the
Right.
fact that a few things. Number one is, I thought it worked out better for everybody to collect their own money, which took the onus of, I mean, which kind of made the different prices understood that you were paying each. So we have the whole agreement, and they know that they will be paying each instructor separately. So that's why I said at this point, because everybody's collecting their own money and everybody had their own prices, my thing is set it according to what's good for your business. It's going to be clear that this is a marketplace. You shop for what you want, you talk, you negotiate with that vendor, and you pay that vendor for that service. Um, since that did it turned out, it ended up being something different last year. So I mean, from the last year, and again, it ends up being what's works best for you. What do you need? So as a demo, I did all my stuff for $100. And so it's like, what do you need? What do you need? It's
Right.
a marketplace. You're an educational business, and we're going to think about it at as that standpoint. So just to consider what you need. We will. I think the biggest thing right now might be negotiating on the schedule more so than the prices,
Mhm.
because it's just the price is the price. It's not a school. We're providing a service to homeschoolers. We're not a
Mhm.
school. We're providing a service, and then we happen to give you report cards. But it's not a school, it's an educational marketplace. And that is where, because the marketplace will be curriculum development. Eventually, it'll be the YouTube channel. So we are a marketplace. And so that's how we're going at it. And so it can be whatever you say your classes are.
Right. It just started off where I had to slowly raise my prices to be
Mm-hmm.
in alignment with the other classes, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And other teachers were like, "Yeah, I'm trying to be in alignment as well because
Yeah.
it's way off. It's just way off."
Yeah.
So yeah.
So just think about it as like everybody has a business. What do you need to run
Cool.
your business? We are not a school. This is a marketplace.
Mhm.
Everybody's price is their price, and we
Right.
will continue to work and say what's the value. So the biggest things I would say to everybody is what's your price, and go through that marketing plan. I do want to connect back with Baba Ankh. He and I have been talking, and y'all, truth be told, if I get the money, I'ma pay him. to even do a couple of months of marketing because he made Liberated Minds pop.
Yeah,
And
Bo.
so my goal is to go back to him and actually contract him, even if it's for a few months. Um, but the goal is to go through your marketing plan and what's your value? What's your value? Because the price is the price. Like I said when I did the workshop, some people are paying $500 to see Chris Brown and Usher for 2 hours. And to see all
Right.
these people for 2 hours, I'm not going
Right.
down on my price.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Um,
Either.
You know, one
Mm-hmm,
thing I was talking to Mama Imani about was about the price as far as collecting money. I don't
mm-hmm,
know what y'all think about this, but I was thinking if we have our registration date sometime in August, and that is the
mm-hmm.
time that they pay their first quarter. And then when school
Mm-hmm.
starts, they pay their second quarter. So that way they're always a quarter in
Ahead.
advance
I
rather
like
than,
that.
and then the second quarter, they pay for the third quarter. The third quarter, they pay for the fourth quarter. So that way if there's going to be an issue, you have a whole quarter to
You have
address it
quarter.
before it becomes behind.
Okay, can you send that to Amari? Like when we do the calendar, I want to make sure that I put that on the calendar. So
Okay.
can you please? I do like that suggestion because when we do the open house on in June, they definitely will be paying the tech fee so that everything that we need with tech can be taken care of before school starts, and then we
Mhm.
can issue them a password list. So
Okay. Okay.
that part, so that'll
And
be out of the way.
have you been in touch with Baba Mugagwa and Mama Sydney? How are their classes going? I think that's the biggest thing
Mama
to miss is
Sydney
that
has been
we aren't
on
connecting.
Coming
maternity
back.
leave. She's
Right.
back, what, not the first week, but the first full week, I think. And
Yeah, they said next tomorrow. She's coming
In
back
May.
next week.
oh,
Okay.
she's coming back next week?
That what the church said.
Was that in May?
No, I
Let's see.
mean
It's the
it's still April.
Okay.
yeah. So maybe they think next week is. But she's about to come back. I talked about
But you
McGuire
know
every
what?
once in a
Maybe next
while.
week because it's the first. But her class
A
is
Friday,
on a
right?
Friday, so she may come back Friday.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then yeah, she's coming
But
back.
girl, she don't want to.
I know she don't. It's
She wants
hard.
to be with that baby, huh?
She got the mama, what do you want to call it? The mama. She leaning in. She just
Mhm.
smelling that new baby smell, and baby girl doesn't like it when mama's on on the phone because uh, Tobe Kaise meets with her every week,
Mm.
and she's like, "Ooh, mama, she got some lungs." I was
Oh, so cute, so
like,
cute.
"Yes,
All
Yeah.
right, y'all.
So we'll send this out. So next May is going to be a working meeting.
beautiful,
Think about your
Okay.
brainstorms, make your vision board. And again, we're going into this as you are an educational business. This
Gibbo,
is one portion of your business.
Mhm.
And the
Gibbo,
goal is for us to increase numbers so we can function in the way that we need to function for our family. And again, this is an educational marketplace. It's not the school. So there are some things that we decide what we're going to keep and what we can let go of because we're not a school. We're not a school.
Mhm.
And think about where you want. And that's what comes like if y'all think about where I want my business to go next year. What I want to have more time for. And I really had to change my thinking to that.
Mhm.
right?
So that sponsored that prompted a lot of the decision making that I had to make. Cause
Mhm.
let me tell you, I love the middle school and elementary school. Elementary school make me laugh, but it's like, where I want my business to go, I can't do that next year.
Mhm.
And so I really want y'all to really think about, what are you holding on to that you maybe need to shift around? So we're businesses, and that's why the brainstorming together is going to be so important to see where we land. And a lot of times, divinely, it still is in alignment.
Right. Right.
So that's what I want everybody to do. Mama Erica, are we starting a new year with Melanin Mastery in the store?
Melanin matters.
Melanin matters.
Madeline,
Well,
that's
what's the
right.
name of the book? What's the name of the book?
Oh, My Amazing Body.
Amazing
Uh,
Body. Like, are we
yeah, where
starting with
is my
that
melanin?
in
Yes.
this store? Is that gonna be something that we can, and we'll talk about how to link it to your site, but are we
Mm-hmm.
starting with that in the store? Where do you want your business to start? Because I'm gonna do me some binge, y'all. If it ain't this
Mm-hmm.
summer, next summer, I'm gonna have me 8 binge vocabulary reading and go to a summer program and they can check it out. So just think about where you want your business to be.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I have got to go, but I
Yeah, we
really
about to
wanted to
go.
ask y'all some questions, but we've been on a long time.
We
So
have.
I'm gonna reach
Um,
out to you individually. I'm trying to do
okay.
this email thing and I'm using one of my former students, Mansa, as a example.
Okay.
So I have questions for y'all because y'all all work with Mansa. So all
Mm-hmm.
right. I will talk to y'all later.
Okay. Odabo, y'all. Have a great
Go ahead.
weekend. And
You too.
Amari, I'll send you this video. I mean, the recording, okay, as soon as it processes. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye, Harry.
Bye, Harry.